Hello, and welcome to my Hearthstone. Sorry, welcome into my Hearthstone Let's Play series. I almost said Hearthstone 4. I've been doing a lot of that lately. I also have long COVID, so my brain just inserts the wrong word for things sometimes. Words. It's late, but I've been up with pretty bad stomach pain that won't go away. Sometimes happens. Stomach pain and bloating. Could be something I accidentally ate something that was not kosher with my FODMAP diet with the long COVID, an irritable bowel syndrome that developed that. Possibly some maltodextrin coated peanuts. You think maltodextrin is a simple carb and it wouldn't be a problem, but apparently it's actually even used in some experimental studies to create gas production. So I'm guessing I'm kind of sensitive to it. And I thought it was just the onions they sometimes coat these peanuts with, but no, they have to do maltodextrin. They can't just use salt alone. Anyways, I'm guessing that's what it was. I can't figure out anything else. Because of this, alright, let's see. I could either do some ranked play or got the chat open, folks, if you leave a message. Twitch. Probably even used Morgul and he's already close to max level. Just from this. Who else? I guess for Khan. He's training. And Tamsin. Corrupted Ancient in the Fellwood. Oh, I think I have to do that.
This will be no easy task, but I'm sure you already know that. I'm counting on you, mercenary.
Corrupted Ancient Banal. Yeah, those line up. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and do that. I kind of want to try.
Heroes from every time come through here.
Do a little standard. Elbow cap. I feel like there was something that I forgot that was actually really good. Some older card that would have... It was a neutral, I think. Oh, let me... But it was a core card. So it's still available in standard. Sometimes people forget about core cards. Oh, but there is questing assistant. Not for the mage deck. For certain, but... Since I do like the Storm the Gates, maybe. Questing assistant. Instead of discovering a Frostwind card, which not always amazing. I could have a minion, and that's more corpses. This is situational to get more. Draws a ram. You know what? I'm gonna do the questing assistant instead of cryo sleep. Although it is restricted to minions, it can't be used for face damage. Could come to regret it. I hope side quests count. Hold on, let me double check. Look this up real quick. Pause this for YouTube. A probably works with it. There's a different card that says with some more text, questing explorer, and that works with side quests. So my guess is yes. And since quests seem to come up a lot, I hope it is. They seem to have if I remember correctly, that it was stated at one point the quests have an increased draw rate versus most cards. Could be wrong. Like, you're more likely to get them early in the deck. No, it's a stand 3-2.
The Lich King versus Throne.
For Doomhammer, all will serve me in death.
Too many expensive things. This is situational, having a lot of stuff up. Well, I could use this with Army of the Dead. It's a powerful combo, if I can. And then I got Stitch Giant. Oh no.
I grant you permission to speak. My rule is eternal. I have but little time.
The calm before the storm.
Oh no. It's an elemental. Shaman.
The calm before the storm.
Start with 2 of those in his hand? Are you kidding me?
We do what the living cannot.
There's a bit of Waka. Did you get that?
By the Ebon Blade!
Your corpse is getting reborn after. Or the nesting golem. It's a kind of light version of Rush. Instead of 3-4, it keeps coming back for
have but little time.
Yeah. Or, you know what? It's good staff bonus, I'll take that. I'll just have enough corpses to fully use something like that just for it to be good. Kidding me? That's 8 armor and 2/4 minions for 5. That's Shaman cards are typically very, very efficient like that.
My rule is eternal. By the Evan Blade!
Cards in reserve.
We do what the living cannot.
Kidding me? It's his minions as well, I guess.
Can't stand the cold.
Time stop. That's pretty good. Deal 3 damage, freeze to random enemy minions. It's still a minion. That's the source of corpses. Yeah. That's just questing system. Certainly a mistake.
Everything is a melting pot.
That didn't go well.
Gather their bones!
Wants to learn!
No
It's really
matter
bad
where
luck.
we are, life can flourish.
That was.
First day!
Hmm.
Death calls.
And do a shoot down before.
Yeah!
I need pressure here. Of course, he draws an eruption immediately. We need one turn here. Victory. During the board clears, so that made it easy for all those to hit him. Face damage. He played well. I have to say. Got lucky a few times, but he played well. He just can't beat the overpowered mess that is the Death Knight. Kept nuking the board, much like was just reading. I was up reading while my stomach pain, and it still didn't go away. So I figured I'd record a video. Doing If We Burn. The author was talking about basically, you know, the U.S. bombing of Libya, and it was intended as a regime change, and targeted things, including cities that were loyal to Gaddafi that had absolutely no rebels in them, far from the front lines. It was just, the whole thing was designed to ensure that Gaddafi fell, because he'd upset people like Hillary Clinton, who infamously said, "We came, we saw, he died," which is a horrific statement. Absolutely, especially if you know that way that guy died, which I'm not going to say because that would definitely be a violation of the T14 things. But let's just say it was far, 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 far more horrific than he deserved. But Gaddafi was the rare dictator that actually distributed most of the resources, the country's oil, to help ordinary people and give them good standards of living. He wasn't going around stealing all the country's wealth like most dictators do. And trying to bring a touch of socialism to Libya, though it was like Arab socialism, so it wasn't really Marxist or anything. He was a believer in what he was doing, is my point. So he did it. He believed in what he was doing, and he helped ordinary people. And yes, he did oppress dissident elements strongly, although the U.S. and NATO were constantly trying to sow dissidence. We always do regime change, coup after invasion. Who's that guy who went before the UN because of Venezuela and said the U.S. has done something like 75 coups invasions since the end of World War II? We're an empire. An absolute empire. There's even a book called The Birth of the Imperial Republic that this guy was citing for some stuff. A lot of these books are fairly right-wing stuff because the right-wing is just actually very open about their evil. But yeah. But anyways, Libya had nukes, and Gaddafi gave them up willingly in the interest of world peace before, he was then attacked and bombed. So nuking the board, Gaddafi nukes, I don't know, it kind of came to mind, is the point. Maybe these easier done on the Tavern Brawl. Destroy minions, maybe. Discover cards, play cards traditional. Time waste cards. Maybe not, but I do want to find what that card was for my mage deck. It's like one, maybe more than one. There's cards that I miss a lot. They're actually very good. You forget about them. They've been around for a while. Occasionally, there are a few oldies but goodies, even though there is power creep in the game. Definitely wasn't either of those. Alright, let's take a moment to walk around and see if we can find what I was thinking of. I swear I have to write stuff down. My memory is impaired with my long COVID, so I can forget stuff too easily. Nothing, although a simple peasant would go well in the, before I forget, I'm gonna throw a peasant in here. It's important to be able to draw up, and warriors don't have much draw up, remember? Like this was the 2 cost I was thinking of. Bonjour, Brawler. This reminds me, there's like that Death Knight 2-1 that summons. Is that 2-1? It's like a undead. Oh, here we go. Dreadhound Handler. But the Dreadhound The 1/1 has Reborn. This is Rush, so it's strictly better than the bug. Whatever. Anyways. Mention that because Bug Collector was there. You can see the power creep. Well, sort of. It's a class card, so only Death Knights can use the Dreadhound handlers. Fallen Sun Cleric. That might not be terrible in the Death Knight. Occasionally. On the moniker, but with some of the stats being immediately useful. It's undead. 2, was the Knife Juggler. It's not, wouldn't actually be bad in a Death Knight deck, but it's Carrier. Of course, this is, I don't think that's usable in Standard actually. Legacy? Maybe. A lot of legacy cards around that. Cough is hurt. Doesn't say what the transfer student actually does. You have to end up having to memorize it, which is extremely frustrating. As they add new battlefields, I don't know how it changes. YouTube with a draw. By the way. Yeah. Anyway, as good as any of this. Wriggling Horde. This is a good thing for instant benefits better than the Fallen Sun Cleric in some ways. Has to be Jason Bates. Yeah, it's better. Strictly better. Really? Hmm. Maybe it was Brittle Skin Zombie. That might have been. Oh no, that's March of the Lich King, so it can't be used. Just gonna pause this for folks on YouTube. Huh? No, well, I didn't find it. I don't want to sit here forever. However, Flightmaster Dungar and Dragon Slayer, both possible cards for my Odd Pally deck. Already had something, I think, just because of the prevalence of dragon decks. I don't remember what it was. Did I get rid of it? I thought there was a... some kind of rush minion. Maybe that wasn't this deck. Shaman is somewhere. I know it's a neutral card. Maybe a paladin card. It's something to do with all the Dragon Maw Poacher. That's right. That definitely was an Odd Pally. Here we go. Your opponent controls a dragon. Like has one on the field. Becomes an 8/8, but twisting that and dealing 6 damage. Dragon Slayer may actually be in some ways better. Except for the fact that priest can heal this, maybe. On occasion. Anyways. This guy, he can choose a flight path and go dormant. So if I use Westfall, he wakens the very next turn. He's just, while he's dormant, he can't be removed from the board. And yeah. Westfall is often the easiest option there. And the best. Between drawing a random minion and giving it 2/2, or getting a specific minion, still have to play the mana cost of whatever you get, so you're adding 2/2 stats basically. Yeah. Say that Dungar is probably a little better. Mostly because he can avoid removal and he can be flexible into other things. Legendaries are often good, so not surprising. Use the Libram of Justice yet here. Lava, Baku, Spike Ridge. Dark Moon statue. It's one of my more underperforming ones here. Oh, the Hobgoblin. Whenever you play a 1 attack minion, give it +2/+2. This is similar to the Carnival Barker, except it's 1 attack instead of 1 health. It's a little harder to move the Hobgoblin than Barker. Too often I get stuck waiting till later with this thing. Sometimes put the Darkmoon statue to great use, it's true, but... you could always just use a raid leader. Same purpose. Alright, let's take a quick look for Inspire stuff before I could possibly throw in that, here's the statue. Oh, I think I'll replace it. Might regret this. Maybe. Alright. It's actually, what am I doing for time? Not good. Alright, I'm gonna cut this. I'll see you folks next video where I'm gonna give, my odd pally a little bit of a whirl here. They made a change to it. Till next time, this is Northstar. Wish you all the best. Take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, and may always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu.